Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Romapada Swami Niti Namine. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktarinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. We were yesterday discussing on the second canto, second chapter. Second canto is cosmic manifestation. In that second chapter is the Lord within. So in that chapter we were Shukadeva Goswami was explaining to Parikshit Maharaj about mostly the yogic meditation on the localized form of Paramatma. He explains that while yogic paths can lead to liberation, pure devotional service or the bhakti yoga is the supreme, most auspicious path to return to the spiritual realm. Some reasons, like if we break up that particular chapter, the trap of material success. Shukadeva Goswami warns Parikshit Maharaj that pursuing the material comforts or heavenly planetary system through fruitive activities, which is called karma kandic procedures, ultimately lead to suffering and repeated birth and life cycle. It is not the ultimate thing to achieve. The ultimate goal that should be achieved is one should not aspire for the temporary material destinations, as even the highest planetary systems like Indraloka, Chandraloka, those are also all perishable. The true goal of life is breaking the conditioned cycle of material existence. And next we talked about meditation on the super soul in the heart, the object of meditation being Paramatma. For those who are attached to the material things, meditation begins on the gigantic universal form of the Lord. We discussed about it, Virata Rupa, how by worshipping of which part of the Lord, what kind of benediction we can get, and all those things. For unattached yogis, it focuses on the Paramatma. It focuses on the Paramatma realization. Now, the super soul has a beautiful transcendental form. What is the form of the super soul or Paramatma? The four-handed form, the four arms holding conch, disc, club, lotus. The practitioner should meditate first on the lotus feet of the Lord, going upwards, eventually fixing the mind on the smiling face of the Lord. How does these mystics leave their body? That is discussed in the last set of verses 22 to 32. What does it say? Ascending the chakras. We discussed, right, from the Brahmarandra, from the middle of the eyebrows. This is a complex Ashtanga yoga process for departing this material world. The yogis control the mind and the senses. They block the life air at the navel, slowly pushes it through the heart to the chest and root of the palate, and exiting through the crown of the head. The stages of dissolution. As the yogi detaches from the world, they merge their consciousness from these gross elements into the subtle ego. Then we talked about the Mahat Tattva, or the total material energy, how they merge into that. And finally, to the spiritual realization. Then we talked very important last sets, 33 to 37, is devotional service. Shukadeva Goswami did not leave there abruptly about talking only about Paramatma. At the end, he explains to Shukadeva Goswami, and also in the next chapter, about the direct method of serving. While the yogic method of leaving the body is difficult and highly technical, Shukadeva Goswami emphasizes on the bhakti yoga, loving devotional service, which is very direct, natural and easily accessible process. And then Lord Brahma's conclusion on this. Lord Brahma studied all the Vedas 3 times and concluded that 3 times the studies of Vedas is clearly mentioned in this particular chapter. Brahma studied all the Vedas 3 times and concluded that unalloyed devotional service to the Supreme Personality of the Godhead is the ultimate, perfect and conclusion. So there is Brahman realization, there is Paramatma realization, there is in the same way Supreme Personality of the Godhead Bhagavan realization. From whichever the viewpoint of Vedas you see, which Brahma has read 3 times already, and he is Brahma, he is creator, and he has declared that the best thing is the unalloyed pure devotional service to the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. It means personal form. It is not said that Supreme Brahman or Supreme Paramatma. It is said that Supreme Personality of the Godhead, which means that it is Krishna's form, personal form. And then action wise, what is the advice given practically? Because the Lord is within everyone's heart, a human being should constantly hear about, glorify and remember him. This purifies the heart and guarantees one return to the Godhead. Means from the Paramatma acknowledging, we can go to Bhakti Yoga also. Like you are seeing Paramatma inside you, in the same way you will see Paramatma inside others, seeing God in others. It is also a good way of coming to the point of, it's like from a runway, you are taking off to the Bhakti Yoga. It's like that. Okay, that's all about 2.2 summary. That's important. And we did 2.3 also. What is the 2.3 name? Devotional service, right? Or pure devotional service or ultimate. What is the chapter? Cosmic Manifestation, 3rd chapter. You wrote the name, right? So that I can.
Yes, change in heart.
Change in heart. Okay. Srimad Bhagavatam. So this, it details the importance of pure devotional service, which we ended up in the 2nd chapter with, over the Paramatma, over the Brahman. Like worship of demigods from material gains and all these things. We leave one after the other, one after the other. One should solely come to a point of worshipping the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, Lord Krishna. What is the ultimate perfection? Is go back to him. The main theme explained is from 2 to 9. It speaks about Shukadeva Goswami explaining how human beings have various material desires, right? We have different desires, and so we worship different demigods. This we study in the Bhagavad Gita also. Demigods and demoniac nature, in that we study. So we worship different demigods to fulfill different our material desires. For example, one seeks the power, he should worship Lord Brahma, and one seeks so and so. Yesterday we discussed. And what is the path which is chosen by the wise people? That is explained in 3 verses, 10, 11 and 12. It speaks about Udaradhi, means intelligence, the one who has broader intelligence. Those with broader intelligence, whether they desire material enjoyment, liberation, this is called sarva kama, moksha kama, all kinds of liberation they will forgo, and what they want is only devotional service. They will exclusively worship the Supreme Lord with great intensity. This pure devotional service, what makes it clears the heart and eliminates all the material desires. And we talked about the immunity, what it gets towards the irresistible material conditioning. So pure devotional service gets us the resistance towards this material conditioning. Then we talked about the value of the time from verses like 17 to 21. Time relentlessly decreases the lifespan of everyone, except those who use their time to discuss the topics of Supreme Lord. Shukadeva Goswami compares the materialistic, non-devotional people who merely eat, sleep and breathe, and just they leave their body just like that. Prahlad Maharaj tells to his friends how a human being wastes his whole life from the time he takes the senses understanding till he dies, how he wastes whole life. In the daytime, how much time he wastes in this sleep, how much time he wastes in important activities like brushing the teeth or going to bathroom and all these things which are mandatory, and afterwards what is left is very little. In that little also we try to do the Gramya Katha, which is waste of time. So life is considered to be useless if one has never experienced. We talked about Lord Vishnu's feet, right? If somebody did not get in touch with the lotus feet offered tulsi, his body is considered to be dead body. The eyes are like just holes of the eyes are considered to be the peacock feather, peacock's feather print. They are not realized. Ear holes are like the holes in the snake ears. They are not meant for hearing. But still, like, and the tongue, which is not glorifying the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, is like the tongue croaking by the frog. Conversely, a true and advanced stage spiritual chanting of the holy name results in ecstatic symptoms with the tears in the eyes. Like yesterday you were saying that I'm getting to cry, Mataji, after hearing. So that's the connection. At this good stage of spiritual understanding, you feel the gratitude that you have been chosen by the Lord to get this knowledge. Now we will go to the third chapter. Prabhu, my phone kavalante తీసుకుపోవచ్చు. Okay, let's go to the third chapter. You can note the chapter name, Mataji. Third chapter is... No, fourth chapter, right? We finished 2 and 3, so we have to do the fourth chapter now. Yeah, the process of creation. This is little complex to understand, Mataji, so don't worry. It's been created. Creation is such a big thing. For that, lot of things are needed, and those lot of things are given to Brahma, and Brahma is creating. So we need not much worry about this. It is little confusing. It's not confusing, but it is not clear for our P-brain understanding. Yes, there is lot of things called Mahat Tattva, this Tattva, that Tattva. Just you hear, but basically what we have to understand from this whole process of creation is this is done only and only with the compassion and love of Supreme Lord for us, because we wanted to be here without him. Sutta Goswami says, Maharaj Parikshit, the son of Uttara, after hearing all this discussion of Sukadeva Goswami, it was all about the truth of the self. He had complete faith in Supreme Lord Krishna. With that faith, he heard everything. Maharaj Parikshit, as a result of his wholehearted attraction towards Lord Krishna, he was able to give up the deep-rooted affection for his personal body, his wife, his children, his palace, his animals, and his like elephants, horses, his treasury house, his friends and relatives, and his undisputed kingdom. He was in a very, 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 very beautiful position as a good king. He has very good name from his citizens. He has a very good name from the family members. He was a very good person. He took care of all dharma in his kingdom. So Suta Goswami is telling to Shaunakadi rishis, "Oh great sages, the great soul Maharaj Parikshit constantly wrapped in the thought of Lord Krishna, knowing very well that his death is going to come. He renounced all kinds of activities, like his kingly activities, his family activities, his mind activities, everything he renounced, like dharma, artha, kama, moksha, everything he left. And thus he fixed himself firmly in the natural love of the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. And he asked these questions. Maharaj Parikshit said, "Oh learned Brahmana." So he is addressing who? Shukadeva Goswami. So you have to just remember this hierarchy of narration, who is telling to who. In between it is said that Shukadeva Goswami is speaking to Parikshit Maharaj. In between it is said that the sages are asking questions to Suta Goswami. In between it is said that Suta Goswami is addressing Shaunaka Rishi and other rishis. So you just keep yourself aware of that. So Maharaj Parikshit said, "Oh learned Brahmana, you know everything, because you are without any material contamination. Therefore, whatever you have spoken to me appears perfectly right. Your speeches are gradually destroying the darkness of my ignorance." Like you were saying yesterday, it's not me who is speaking. I'm not Shukadeva Goswami, but I'm not giving anything of my illusory knowledge or speculation or anything like that. I'm just giving you from Srimad Bhagavatam. And Srimad Bhagavatam itself is such a beautiful scripture. The first thing it would do is it will clear all the impurities in us. If a room is completely dirty, suppose you are not using the house for 1 year, what you do before going, you will just set up all the things nicely at its places. You will cover them with some sheets so that dust won't fall on them, and you will go. And after 1 year, you come into the room. When you open the room looks nice. It won't look bad immediately. It looks nice because everything before going you set it up and went. And when you try to take out those sheets which you are covering on them and then dusting them, then you see the actual dust. So when you are going okay la la land with the material conditioned life, you are happily enjoying it, you will not know what is the dirt. When you come to know about the knowledge of our real self and try to dig into ourselves, we see lot of dirt, we see lot of darkness, we see lot of ignorance. And Parikshit Maharaj is saying, because of your speeches, because of your talks which are transcendental, all my dirty, all my darkness is destroying gradually. I'm getting out of this darkness of my ignorance. For means because you are narrating here the topics of the Supreme Lord. So it clears all inauspiciousness, it gets all auspiciousness. Ashubhada is driven out, Shubhada is coming in. I beg to know from you how the personality of the Godhead by his personal energies creates these phenomenal universes as they are, which are inconceivable even to the greatest demigods. This inquiry is something like Markandeya Rishi. You know the story of the Markandeya Rishi. In that Markandeya Rishi wants to see, everything is fine God, but I want to see your power of annihilation and creation. Annihilation especially he asked for. Etla idanta, how it gets off, I don't know. You are saying that with your power everything gets off. Inundation. Adi chudalanuntunanante. Illusory energy. Maya Shakti. I want to see your Maya Shakti, how it works, how does everything gets to zero and then comes back to normal. I want to see. And then Krishna shows him like everything, like big flood comes, his house also goes off, he also goes off, he's swimming in the water, he's almost getting drowned, he knows that he's going to lose the life, and then he found something, a stick or something, he holds to the stick and sees, and far somewhere there is a light visible, and when he goes closer to that light, there is a big banyan tree. Under the banyan tree there is a banyan leaf. In the banyan leaf there is a Vatapatra Sai, Krishna sitting and sucking his foot toenail. That is the form of we worship Vatapatra Sai Krishna, Vatapatra Krishna. So like that he shows everything, and within no time he sees, and he goes inside that mouth of that Krishna, and he sees inside all the 14 planetary system, and he comes out and he jumps, and everything is normal back, like his hermitage, everything is back. So it is display. It is display of Krishna's energy. So here Parikshit Maharaj is asking, how does Krishna by his personal energies creates these phenomenal universes, which are inconceivable even to great demigods? They cannot even understand. They are of course in charge of certain sections, departments, but whole creation, even they are bewildered to be understood. They are bewildered to understand. Kindly describe me, how does this Supreme Lord, who is all powerful, engages his different energies and different expansions in maintaining and again winding up the phenomenal world in a very sporting spirit of a player. For him it's not like something he's killing, he's annihilating. For him that's why called renounced personality. He doesn't have attachment. He creates and he takes off also. When it is bhubharam, when it is too much heavy, all the bad things are happening, he has to take it out. So for him it is not crying thing, oh I'm killing them. It's for him it's just, he's a director, he's continuously doing this particular process for our welfare. Oh learned Brahmana, the transcendental activities of the Lord are so wonderful. They are appearing inconceivable because even great endeavors by any learned scholars have still proved insufficient for understanding them, because Krishna is Ananta. How can we understand that which is transcendental with our material senses? That which is of higher spirit with a lower energy, that which is spiritual with the material knowledge? We cannot. Even a simple thing of lifting the Govardhan hill, 90% of the Indians who know about Krishna will not believe. Oh, it is just a myth, it's just a mythological story. No, it's history. Krishna came, he lifted. If you cannot lift, that doesn't mean that Krishna cannot lift, right? You're considering Krishna as a normal human being. Fools deride me, Krishna says. They don't understand me. Krishna is one. Supreme Personality is only one. Whether he alone acts with the modes of material nature, or he can simultaneously expand into many forms and expand himself directly to to interact with the modes of material nature and make us things clear this way or that way. So Parishit Maharaj is asking, kindly clear up all these doubtful inquiries for me, because you are the only one who is vastly learned in Vedic scriptures and self-realized in transcendence. This is Krishna's arrangement that you are here, and I am able to hear through you this transcendental literature. Shukadeva Goswami says, when Shukadeva Goswami was thus requested by the king to describe this creative energy of the personality of the Godhead, he then systematically remembered, because he is narrating. He is not giving the knowledge by himself, right? Suta Goswami is not giving the knowledge of his own self. When Shaunakadi rishis are asking, Suta Goswami has to remember what he has learnt or heard from Shukadeva Goswami. And how much time it is, we don't know. Where is Naimisharanya, where is original Bhagavatam spoken, how much time it took, and when did he come? Not big time, but whatever time, we can forget, right? So he is remembering systematically how the master of the senses, Rishikesha. So here the analogy is given that through his senses, he is remembering, with the mercy of the master of the senses, what was spoken by Shukadeva Goswami about the Supreme Lord. And then he spoke in this way. Shukadeva Goswami said, let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Personality of the Godhead first. Because we are talking about the creation, so we will talk about the Creator. So let me worship the Lord first. Like we do, right? When we start the class, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, that is, we are praying to Krishna. In the same way, Shukadeva Goswami said that I am going to offer my respectful obeisances respectful obeisances to the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, who, because the creation of the material world, accepts three modes of material nature. He is not in any way within the three modes of material nature. We are affected by the three modes of material nature, but he has to deal with these three modes of material nature for the purpose of creation. He accepts these natures which he has created for us. His complete whole residing within the body of everyone, and his ways to interact are inconceivable. And thus he says like that, and he says again, I am offering my respectful obeisances unto the complete existence and transcendence. Wow. He is the remover of the distress. He is the destroyer of the distress. Why is he explaining about this creation to everybody? Not just to say that he is great, he is creating everything. He is saying that this creation is done with so much of effort just to fulfill your wish of enjoying separately from me. Again and again, namastestu, namastestu, namastestu. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto him, who is associate of the members of the Yadu dynasty, who is always problem for the non-devotees. He is the supreme enjoyer of the both material and spiritual worlds. He is the only enjoyer, nobody else. Bhoktaram yajna tapasam. And his abode is the spiritual sky. There is no one equal to him. This is glorification of the Supreme Lord. It is like a devotee worshipping Krishna, saying that I offer my respectful obeisances to him. The same personality with other features, I respectful obeisances unto him. Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? His transcendental opulence is immeasurable. He is called Bhagavan. Bhaga means opulence. Van means one who possesses. Bhagavan means one who possesses these six opulences in full. Again he says, let me, a lot of verses, like from 8 to 20 or something, 18 verses, every verse says that let me offer my respectful obeisances unto all auspicious Lord Krishna. And then he explains who he is, who he is, who he is, about whom the glorification, the remembrance, the audience, the prayers, the hearing, the worshipping at once clears all the sins of the performer. At once. Is this Falashruti real, Mataji? Yes, it is real. Just we are sitting here and discussing about Krishna. Till now, whatever karma we did is dissolved. If we leave our body by doing like this now, at this time, our mind is not thinking about anything. Your mind is not thinking about your daughter. My mind is not thinking about my husband or my son. So we are completely at the rapt attention with the Krishna's knowledge, Krishna's energy, Krishna's worship, Krishna's magnanimity, Krishna's opulence. If we leave our body right now, fortunately also, we'll go back to Godhead. No doubt about that. That much important is the Falashruti. But what happens is next we keep on adding. We don't die like I want to die. But if we die hearing the pastimes of the Lord, what that was happened for Parikshit Maharaj. Before even the Takshaka snake bite, he left his body to Krishna by hearing the things. Let's offer my respectful obeisances again and again to all auspicious Lord Krishna. This is whole. If you look into the verse first part, Sanskrit part, it is about offering obeisances to the most auspicious, offering up obeisances to the most auspicious again and again. He is highly intellectual. Simply by surrendering unto his lotus feet, we are all relieved from all kinds of attachments present and future existences, and without difficulty we will progress towards spiritual existence. Not only currently, it is said, if we get attached to the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, in future also, if some, due to our bad karma, if something is going to come up, that will not come up, because our mind and eyes and thoughts and consciousness is fixed onto the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. Let me offer my respectful obeisances to all auspicious Lord Krishna again and again, because the great learned sages, the great performers of charity, the great workers of distinction, the great philosophers and mystics, the great chanters of Vedic hymns, and the great followers of Vedic principles cannot achieve any fruitful result without dedication of such great qualities to the service of the Lord. Importance of devotional service is mentioned here. How much potent is this process? We call potential, right? How much potential this candidate have, we say, right, for a job. So like that, how much potential we have in this Lord's devotional service? How much potent is Krishna to give us what we need to have in this Kali Yuga to go back to? Not only Kali Yuga, any Yuga. Krishna has that particular potency. Sometimes when we go to certain deities at certain places, we see them, Mataji, they have lot of potency. They are like, we feel like they can shower mercy on us. Here, very important subject matter comes, that Shukadeva Goswami explains about the places in the Bharatavarsha. Bharatavarsha means it's not only India now, but everything was called Bharatavarsha. Then America, Australia, everything, Bharata Khanda. Kirata, Huna, Andhra, Pulinda, Pulkasha, Abhira, Shumbha, Yavana, members of Khasa, races of even others addicted to sinful acts. These are the places mentioned as the most abominable or the sinful places. And in that comes Andhra. Andhra, yes. They are addicted to sinful acts and can be purified by taking the shelter of devotees of the Lord, due to his being the supreme power. In Bharata Bhumi is known as Punya Bhumi. In that Punya Bhumi also, there are some places wherein the jivas are addicted to all illusory energy, Maya Shakti, and all kinds of bad things. And I beg to offer my respectful obeisances unto him who has considered even these places to be the places of purification. He is the super soul and the supreme Lord of all self-realized souls. He is the personification of the Vedas. What is it called? 15:15. Vedascha sarve ahameva vedyar. I am the one who is to be known by all the Vedas. Bhagavad Gita 15.15 speaks about all the religious scriptures, all the austerities are meant for understanding me. Krishna is worshipped by Brahma, who is the creator, Shiva, who is the annihilator. Those who are transcendental to all pretensions, they all surrender unto Krishna. Then who we are not to surrender to Krishna? Being so reversed with the, being so addicted to the awe and veneration, people won't sometimes go out of that zone. Like people who wants to go to Vaikuntha always worship Krishna in the form of Lord Vishnu, like with great awe and reverence. They are also feeling happiness. They don't want to come out of that and go to the ultimate happiness of going to spiritual world. Vaikuntha is the place many aspire, but Goloka is best. In Vaikuntha you are always in the position of being the servant of Krishna and serving Krishna, and you feel happy for that, serving Krishna. But in Goloka, it is all kinds of rasas can be experienced with Krishna, whichever you are inclined to. Shantaras, Dasyaras. Shanta is like not much seen there, but Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya, Prema, all these we can experience in the Goloka, but not in Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha is always Dasya. May the Supreme Lord, who is the worshipful Lord of all the devotees, the protector and glory of all the kings like Andhaka and Vrishni of the Yadu dynasty, the husband of the all goddess of fortune, the director of the sacrifices and therefore the leader of all living entities, the controller of the intelligence, the controller of the senses, the proprietor of the planets, the spiritual and material, both planetary system, the spiritual incarnation on the earth, let that particular supreme personality of the Godhead be merciful upon me. Why is this Shukadeva Goswami speaking like this? Because he wants some empowerment from Krishna to speak about Krishna. It is the personality of the Godhead Krishna who gives the liberation. By thinking of his lotus feet at every second and following the footsteps of the authorities, not footsteps of Krishna. What Krishna does we cannot imitate. We have to follow the acharyas, we have to follow the authorities. Then we can see the absolute truth. Mental speculators think of him according to their own whimsical thing, but we as devotees have to follow the proper authority, that is acharyas, that is the disciplic succession. We cannot go with our mind and say, oh, I am a Yashoda Mai in the Goloka, oh, I am a Gopi in the Goloka. No, what have acharyas told us? How to feel Krishna is through the nama, through the holy name. Get attached to the holy name. That's important. Get attached to the नाम नाम अकारि बहुधा निज सर्व शक्तिस् तत्रार्पिता नियमिता स्मरणेन काला एतदृशी तव कृपा भगवान ममापि दूरदैवमिदृशम् इह जानि नानुरागः. O Krishna, with your costless mercy you have invested all your powers, potencies, love and mercy into these holy names, and it is so accessible also. It's not very difficult for me to chant, but still I am not feeling the attraction. Na anuragaha. This is said by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 500 years back when he came to the material world. Krishna coming as, I don't have any attraction. He is weeping that I don't have enough attraction for those names. And just if you meditate on the names, all nama, rupa, guna, lila, everything will be manifested to us. May this supreme personality of the Lordhead, who enlivens the materially created bodies of the elements by lying down within the universe, like Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Karanodakshaya Vishnu, Vishnu form lying in the causal ocean, his Purusha incarnations, causes living entities subjected to 16 divisions of material modes. There are different divisions of these material modes of goodness, passion and ignorance, and it is broken down. Okay, in the mode of goodness, everybody is not in the same level of mode of goodness. It is broken down. In the mode of ignorance, some people are too much into ignorance, some people are mediumly, like the different divisioning is there. So one who are tied up in this, the only one who can save when he is prayed is Krishna. And I offer my respectful obeisances to that Krishna. And then he starts offering his obeisances to his father. Shukadeva Goswami's father is Vyasadeva. So he offers his respectful obeisances unto Vyasadeva. Whole chapter is filled with respectful obeisances to so and so, so and so, so and so, because they are important. By praying and offering our obeisances to them, we get the intelligence to properly understand, to properly render or deliver the message of Krishna. I offer my respectful obeisances to Srila Vyasadeva, the incarnation of the Vasudeva, means Krishna, who compiled the Vedic scriptures. Literary incarnation of Krishna is Vyasadeva. And Shukadeva Goswami is worshipping him. The pure devotees drink the nectar of transcendental knowledge dropping from the lotus-like mouth of the Lord. So what drops is sound vibration. How do we do pibati or drink is through ears. Coming to the point of ears, my left ear is somehow giving me a lot of problem, Mataji. Today I went to the doctor. He said that this ear is completely filled with the wax. I was seeing that early morning it completely closes. Within 5-10 minutes it opens by itself. So today I went to the doctor to have a follow-up on my leg to my PCP, and I told him this. He just put the torch, he touched my ear and said that this ear is very clear. I can see till eardrum. This ear is completely closed. I cannot see anything. So he wrote me to the ENT. He said that if you want to experiment and if you have proven things to clear, you can do it, or else don't do it. Just go to the doctor and he will clear up everything at once. So that wax is filled. So That's why you might say I'm putting my hand to the ear and continuously. I have at 7 o'clock another class also to take. Anyhow, so he's saying, my dear king. Who is saying? Shukadeva Goswami is addressing to Parikshit Maharaj. My dear king, Brahma, the firstborn, on being questioned by Narada asked Brahma, exactly apprised him on the subject and had been directly spoken by the Lord to his own son. Means Brahma is the son of the Lord, who was impregnated with the Vedic knowledge from his very birth. So Brahma is getting this job now. Brahma is getting the job of creation. Brahma is the firstborn. Father of Brahma is Lord Vishnu. And he is giving this job of creation to him. There it ends the 4th chapter. So it was all about how Parikshit Maharaj asking his inquisitiveness to know about creation. Yes, Mataji, tell me.
From where Brahma born, Mataji?
From the navel of Lord Vishnu. Yeah. So he is the father. And then Vishnu gives this knowledge to Brahma. How he gives the knowledge, how it is being transferred. But this whole chapter basically speaks about, ends with the inquisitiveness of Brahma. What is my service? And Krishna giving him the service, or Lord Vishnu giving him the service. But it starts with lot of other things, like Shukadeva Goswami asking, Parikshit Maharaj asking Shukadeva Goswami, the sages asking, and then Shukadeva Goswami starts his speech about the creator by glorifying the creator for a number of verses, and then Vyasadeva, and then teachers and everybody. It is very important. In any lecture you see, there will be first offering of the prayers. And then chapter 5 starts with cause of all causes. Who is the real creator? Who is giving this creative impetus to Brahma? Like that. So now the 5th chapter is the cause of all causes. We should be able to finish like in 20 minutes, 25 minutes this chapter. Let's see. మళ్ళీ వర్షం వచ్చేటట్టుంది మాతాజీ. చాలా క్లౌడీ అయింది, బయట విండీ అయింది. జెర్సీ సిటీలో ఎలా ఉందో వెదర్ తెలియదు. మై సన్ వెంట్ ఫర్ జెర్సీ సిటీ రథయాత్ర. Yesterday he went to Tobacco, today he went to Jersey City. I don't know, hope there is no rain there. ఎందుకంటే దేవుని తీసుకొని వెళ్తున్నారు వాళ్ళ రథంతోని. వాళ్ళు వెదర్ చెక్ చేసుకున్నారు ఏంటో సిచ్యువేషన్, I don't know. But anyhow, the cause of all causes is Krishna. The chapter name is the cause of all causes. So Narad Muni asked Brahmaji. Brahma's son Narada asked Brahma, O chief amongst demigods, O firstborn living entity, I beg to offer my respectful obeisances unto you. First Tandri ki, creator ki danam pedutunnadu Narad Muni. Narad Muni Tandri Brahma ki danam pedutunnadu. Please tell me that the transcendental knowledge which specifically directs one to the truth of individual soul and super soul. So he is again asking, what is the connection between the soul and the super soul? What is the knowledge about the soul and super soul? My dear father, please describe factually the symptoms of this manifested world. అంటే ఏదైతే నాకు కనిపిస్తుందో ఈ క్రియేషన్ లో మేనిఫెస్టెడ్ వరల్డ్, దాని బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ ఏంటిది? వాట్ ఈస్ ద స్టోరీ అబౌట్ ఇట్? హౌ ఈస్ దిస్ క్రియేటెడ్? హౌ ఈస్ ఇట్ దిస్ కన్సర్వ్డ్? హౌ ఈస్ ఇట్ మెయింటైన్డ్? అండ్ అరౌండ్ హూస్ కంట్రోల్ ఈస్ ఆల్ దిస్ బీయింగ్ హ్యాపెన్? My dear father, all this is known to you scientifically, because whatever was created in the past, whatever will be created in the future, or whatever is being created at this present, as well as everything with the universe, is within your grip.
Why just mother like is not there, Mataji?
Why
mother is not there here?
Why mother is not there? Creation here is only through the father, Mataji, Brahma. Nothing about mother earth is spoken. Supreme father we say, right? Krishna. We don't talk about supreme mother Radharani or supreme mother Lakshmi Devi. It's supreme personality of the Godhead, because there is no physical contact for creation. Lord Vishnu and Lord Lakshmi need not merge to get created Brahma, or Brahma need not merge with somebody to create Narada. It is all through vision. It is all through Manasa Putras. Mind thinking, heart thinking, eyes seeing. Whole creation is like that. Whole creation is like that. Lord Vishnu putting his glance over the material nature, whole creation happens. There is no sambhoga in spiritual things. It's all through mind, it's all through manas, it's all through vision, transcendental, divine. My dear father, all this is known to you scientifically because you have everything under your grip, being the creator. Here the analogy of walnut is given. Walnut shell is there. Walnut shell, if we break, immediately the walnut don't fall out of it. It is still inside the grip of the walnut shell. So like that, everything, whole of the creation is under your grip. My dear father, please tell me, what is the source of your knowledge? Under whose protection are you standing so strong? And under whom you are working? What is your real position? Do you alone create all these living entities and material elements by your personal energy? As a spider very easily creates the network of the cobweb and manifests its power of creation without being defeated by others, so you also by yourself, by employing your sufficient or self-sufficient energy, created this whole universes without any other help. Whatever we can understand by the nomenclature, characteristics and feature of particular thing, superior, inferior, equal or anything, eternal or temporary, it is not created from any source other than that of your lordships. So you are so great. If people, anybody whom you ask, what you say is like, who is the creator? We say Brahma. Brahma Rasina Rata, Brahma creates Sindhi Anantamo. But Brahma is the secondary creator actually. The Sarga is done already by Vishnu. Visarga is done by Brahma. That is sub-creation. So to get us all to this understanding, Narada Muni is trying to ask his father, and his father will answer. Narada Muni continues, yet we are moved to wonder about the existence of someone more powerful than you when we think of great austerities in perfect discipline. Although your good self is so powerful in the matter of creation, but still I want to know, are you the only source of everything? My dear father, you know everything. You are the controller of everything. Therefore, may all that I have inquired from you be kindly instructed me so that I may be able to understand it as your student. So Narad Muni is saying, I'm not your son. I think that I'm your student. You think that you are teacher. Now tell me clearly, how does this creation work? Is it all you? Is it all through your personal energy? Are you taking any help? This has been created before and you are just extending. I mean, not in detail like that, but he said, I want to know everything from you, because you are the one who can only tell. You are Brahma. Nobody can tell about you because you are the creator of everything. Like that he asked. Then Lord Brahma replies, my dear son, or my dear boy Narada, being merciful to all. Now he's talking about Krishna. Being merciful to all, including me, you have asked all these questions. You did not ask just for your sake. You are merciful on all the created living beings. You are merciful including me also, because I also have to be reminded that I am not the only cause of everything. I am not doing everything on my own. I should not get puffed up. So I have been inspired to see into the prowess of Almighty Personality of the Godhead because of your inquiry. So Chapadam start chesaranamata. Whatever you have spoken about me is not false, because unless and until one is aware of the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, who is the ultimate truth beyond me, one is sure to be illusioned by my observing the powerful activities. Like whenever somebody sees Brahma, everybody is bewildered, everybody is confused, everybody says that Brahma is the creator, Brahma has the power of creation, Brahma is the creator, Vishnu is the maintainer, and Shiva is the annihilator. But who is on all top of them? Nobody knows. Who is giving Brahma the energy of creating? Who is giving Vishnu the maintenance? Who is giving Shiva the annihilation? Who is engaging these all souls? Creation needs passion, maintenance needs goodness, annihilation needs ignorance. How these all three are the in charge of these three modes? Who is making them in charge of all those things? Who is making them involved in this process? Nobody knows. So whoever is seeing from outside, like you only, they also will get bewildered that I am the reason for everything. I am the Almighty, forgetting the source. So he starts saying, I create after Lord's creation by his personal effulgence, known as Brahma Jyoti. I create. But after Lord's creation, by his personal effulgence, just as a sun manifests his fire, the moon, the influential planets and the twinkling stars also manifest their brightness, but they are not the source of that brightness. They are not the source of that fire. There is some source for each and everything to emanate whatever they are emanating. Who fills the light in the stars? Who fills the soothing, calm nature of the moon? Who fills the fiery and heat nature in the sun? Where is it coming from? And then Brahma says, I offer my respectful obeisances and meditate upon Vasudeva, Krishna. He doesn't say Vishnu. I meditate upon Lord Krishna, Vasudeva, the personality of the Godhead, whose invincible potency influences them to call me as the supreme controller. He's saying that you getting bewildered is not a big thing. You are being under the influence of supreme personality of the Godhead, Lord Krishna, who is making you think that I am the creator. He's talking about the Paramatma inside each and every living entity, which is making us feel that Brahma is the controller of everything. The illusory energy of the Lord cannot take precedence, being ashamed of her position, but those who are bewildered by her always talk nonsense. She feels ashamed. Oh, they are thinking that Maya, me, is everything. No, Maya is not everything. When there is Maya, there is no Krishna. When there is Krishna, there is no Maya. So if we are not with Krishna, that means we are there with Maya. If you are not with the reality, means you are with the illusion. And that Maya comes from we being absorbed in the thoughts of I and mine. It's mine, it's me, it's I am. Now coming to the creation, the 5 elementary ingredients of creation and their interaction with the eternal time. We being the part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, we are at the higher level than them, but we are bewildered by the material nature. Internal energy, external energy, marginal energy. We are the marginal energy. Maya Shakti is the external energy. Internal energy is the energy of the Supreme Lord, very close. So we have this from the marginal stage. Either we can move up to the internal energy or we can move down to the Maya. So most of the souls get bewildered with Maya and we fall down to the lower energy. Choice is ours. We are choosing the wrong things. The Vedic literatures are all speak about the greatness of the Supreme Lord. All the demigods are also meant to serve the Supreme Lord. The different planets, planetary systems, heads of these planetary systems are meant for the sake of the Lord. Different sacrifices, yajnas, austerities, everything performed should please him, H capital Krishna. All different types of meditation or mysticism are the means to realize Narayana, Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna. No other meaning to the Vedas if we don't realize the powerful supreme nature of Krishna. All austerities are directed or aimed at achieving Lord Vishnu's mercy. This culture of transcendental knowledge is for getting a glimpse of Narayana and ultimately going back to Godhead, kingdom of Narayana. Inspired by him, Brahma is saying, inspired by him with a H caps, means Lord Vishnu, I discover what is already created by him. I am not doing anything new. And how am I doing that? Under his vision. Again H caps. I will tell you again. Inspired by him. Who is inspiring Brahma to do the second creation? Is Lord Vishnu. And I discover something which is already created by him. First creation is done by Krishna. And how do I do? Under the vision, under his vision, means under his supervision as all pervading super soul. and I also am created by him only. So Brahma also has super soul. He also has Lord Vishnu inside him. That Lord Vishnu is inspiring him for creation. He is inspired to discover something which is already created. Because Krishna is busy. Krishna wants to enjoy in Goloka. He can't sit and do this creation job here. So he made an in charge. The Supreme Lord is so pure. His form is so spiritual, transcendental to all the material qualities. Yet for the sake of creation of the material world and its maintenance and its annihilation, he accepts through his external energy the material modes of nature called goodness, passion and ignorance. It's his creation. He need not accept them, or he need not be with them, or he need not get anyhow he doesn't get affected by them, but he is with them. And for that, those three modes of material nature, he puts three entities who are most powerful, Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, for creation, maintenance and annihilation. These three modes of material nature being further manifested as matter, knowledge and activities, put eternally transcendental living entity under these conditions of cause and effect and make him responsible for their activities. So Bhagavad Gita also says, who is the reason for everything is three modes of material nature, and our inclination towards these three modes of material nature. Narada is being addressed by Lord Brahma as, O Brahmana Narada. Narada is a Brahmana. O Brahmana Narada. His father is addressing him as, O Brahmana Narada. The superseer, the transcendental Lord, Supreme Lord, is beyond the perception of the material senses of living entity, because of the above mentioned three modes of nature. But he is the controller of everyone, including me. Brahma is saying that we all living entities are bewildered by the three modes of material nature, but Krishna is transcendental. Transcendental means above the three modes of this material nature, but he is the controller of all these three modes of material nature, including me. When you see a jailer in the prison, where is he? He is in the jail. He is a superintendent jailer of the prison house, but where is he? He is inside the jail. All the prisoners, where are they? They are also inside the jail. Because he is also inside the jail with the prisoners, it doesn't mean that he is a criminal. He is the controller of all those criminals. It's like that. Krishna is empowering us all as Paramatma from inside, as a creator of all of us, to maintain these all things in this way. Me to create, to others to maintain and annihilate. Lord is the actual controller of all energies. Thus, he is the one who creates. And by his own potency, eternal time, fate of all living entities and their particular nature for which they were created are being done. And then he again takes care of all of them through the annihilation or dissolution or the moksha or going back to him and all these things. But there is something called free will. Every living entity has this free will. Swa Ichha or Swecha. How you use that Swa Ichha or the free will is up to the Jiva. In that, Krishna won't come and put the finger. With your Swa Ichha, if you ask Krishna, I want to come to you, he will take to you. If I want to go to Maya, okay, you want to still be in this loop and try to get purified more, okay, you are fixed in there. Now the first incarnation of the Lord, or the first Purusha, the name is Karanadokashai Vishnu. The Mahat Tattva, or the principle of whole this material creation, takes place, and then time is manifested. You try to understand. Now this is little philosophical and little deep. First incarnation is, first Purusha avatar of Krishna is Karanadokashai Vishnu. The Mahat Tattva, or the principle of material creation, takes place first. Mahat Tattva, the principles of material creation. with which this whole material creation is made, that comes from the Karanodakashaya Vishnu. You put first Karanodakashaya Vishnu, from that arrow down, principles of material creation, and then from there comes the time. Time is manifested. And in this course of time, the three qualities appear. What are the three qualities? The modes of material nature. And they transform into the activities. So this Mahat Tattva, or the principles of material energy, is being agitated by the material activities. It is dormant. First, this principles of material creation is dormant. If suppose everyone is inclined to mode of goodness, this Mahat Tattva can create wonders. But everybody is not like that. Now this Mahat Tattva is agitated by the material activities. First, there is the manifestation of modes of goodness and passion. And then later, due to the mode of ignorance, the matter, its knowledge, and different activities of material knowledge come into the play. So three modes of material nature, and out of which first two are mode of goodness and passion, nothing much happens. But when it comes to the point of ignorance, due to the mode of ignorance, the matter or its knowledge and different activities of the material knowledge come into play. Self is spirit. But how does this matter manifest? How does this Mahat Tattva gets agitated? This is creation. It's a big chapter, Mataji. Should we do, or it's a big chapter? Let me do. It will take time.
Why he created all this?
Huh?
Why he created everything like this way?
For us, we want to enjoy in that way. We are not happy with one dish. If Krishna gives only Paramannam, this is Mahaprasad, please take, we are not happy. We want Rasgulla, we want Murku, we want Kachori, we want all these things. So like that, the Jiva will not be happy here with one thing. So Krishna is giving so many things in the creation for us to get attracted. And see if we want to get attracted and stay here, or if we reject all these things and come back to him. So this, we completed till, we did around 20 verses in
5th
chapter. 2.5, 20 verses. You can note it down, and tomorrow we will take it up from that 20, 21, something like that. There are around 40 or 45 verses. I don't want to be in rush and complete this, because this is about creation. As of now, in the creation, we started with Krishna's manifesting power with Mahat Tattva, which is the principle of material energy, and from that time comes, and from that the three modes comes, and from that three modes the Mahat Tattva is agitated by the material activity, step by step, and we will go further. We'll come to the ego, how it is transformed into three features, material nature, more about the material nature and creation. So we are at 20, 23 verses, something like 20, 21, 22, like that. In that set of verses we are. Okay, Mataji?
Okay,
so
Mataji.
See you again tomorrow. Let me stop the recording. Hare Krishna.